Hi, this is Beginner's Guide to Building Business Credit 101. So it's just the basics, entry level. This is my first recording. I'm a little shy on the video, so I am sure I will screw things up. So be patient with me. My name is Hayes Council. I'm with EFS Business Credit. We offer software, education, training, consulting on how to grow your business through using business credit. Now, most all of this is easy. It's the information getting out there that's not the easy part. So we've sort of went out, found all of the different things we needed to know about building business credit, and we built a software around it to make it easy for you. You can do this on your own. You can pay us to help you do it, consult with you to do it. You can watch our free videos and get on our email list and get emails from us that will teach you everything. We're not hiding anything. It's nothing that we're going to share in our free stuff or in our paid stuff that's not in our free information. Building business credit is essential to your business these days, especially with the pandemic, the recessions of 2008 and 9. You want to make sure that you have a separation between the business that you're running and the business credit and finances for that business versus your personal. Those of you that have been in business for a long time know that if you acquire business accounts that are personally guaranteed on your personal credit bureau and based on your social security number, then when you go to buy a house, it's going to show up not only in your debt ratio, in your inquiries, but also in your trade lines. Building business credit, you can do all of this with your EIN number. No personal guarantees, no personal credit checks. You could even have bad credit and obtain 10 to 14 trade lines on your business. And with 10 or 14 trade lines on your business credit, which is how it's built, you'll be able to get lines of credit, business bank accounts, of course vendors, 30-day net vendors, lines of credit, bank loans, SBA funding as well. All of that can be done right through our software. It's a one-stop shop for financing, building business credit, and it is amazing. I'm not going to talk about the software today. I'm not going to try to sell you anything today. All I'm going to do is try to give you some value on business credit and how to start and what are some of the things that they look for. So let's talk about the process first. With business credit, the process is pretty long. If you're going to do this on your own, 2-3 years, you may be at 10 or 14 trade lines. If you use our free training, our videos, our email, and other resources that we offer you for free, you can do this in about 2 years, 10 or 14 different trade lines. If you purchase our software or any of our consulting plans, then in 6 to 9 months, we can have you at 10 to 14 different trade lines. And let me tell you what that will do for you, okay? First thing, separate your liability from your personal, which is vital in this day and time. The whole reason for a corporation, LLC, even an S corporation, is to separate that liability so that if something happens to your business or if it fails in any kind of way, you're not also personally guaranteeing these loans, credit cards, and such. Now look, we want everybody to pay their bills and to pay them on time. And that's very important because building business credit, on business credit, it is judged specifically by how you pay. So I would even recommend to you, if you've got a net 30 account that's due on the 6th day of November, then you make sure you pay it before the due date. I mean a day's week before, because that's the algorithm for Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian business credit reporting. They look at your payment history. That's what they're interested in. So paying accounts before they're due is a big benefit to you. So a little bit about the process, okay? We start in our software with a tier 1, and that's 30-day net accounts that you can get with companies like Granger and Uline, what's some of the other ones? Quill, the CEO Creative. That's a unique one because they offer a lot of services that I know you can use right now. On the Granger, Uline, and Quill, you have to use these accounts. You can get approved for a credit line with them. All of these will give you credit lines of about $1,000 without you disclosing your income or your business income or doing basically anything. They're starter type accounts. However, you have to do business with them, because the way that it works is once you place an order with Granger, Uline, Quill, the CEO Creative, or any starter type accounts, any business type accounts, you do business with them, they bill you in a 30-day net. Once you pay for that account, let's say you wait until the 6th, it's due on the 6th, you wait until the 6th, then you pay it. Once you've paid that account, then it takes Uline or Granger, some of these businesses, 30 to 60 days before they report it to the business credit reporting agencies. And those are Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian business reporting. But there's other ones as well, and we're going to get into those in another training. But this one's about our basics. Now, I'd recommend that you open up an account with all of those as soon as you can. But before you do, you need to understand this process and realize this is a long process. This is a building business credit process. And so this takes some time, Now, another thing you need to know is that let's say you get a Granger account, okay? That can possibly represent as 3 trade experiences, because Granger reports to Dun & Bradstreet, that's one trade experience. They report to Equifax Business and to Experian Business reporting agencies. And so that is 3 different trade experiences, okay? I personally don't count on that. I look at mine for the companies that I'm doing this with, and I look at it and say, okay, Granger's 1 instead of 3, because then I know my profile, my foundation, my fundability for my company is stronger, okay? So that's a little bit about the process. Now, when you buy something, the Granger offers all kind of different products and stuff. So they have basically $50 minimums, okay? There's a couple, they're outliers that offer, $100 to purchase before they report to you. So you got to do a little business with them, okay? You want to get your fundability in a good order first, okay? And fundability is defined as what the computer-generated algorithms look at when you apply for business credit, okay? And what I mean by that is this. They're looking for fraud accounts, okay? All of these business accounts are looking for fraud accounts. They want to make sure that the business is established and that the business is reputable, okay? And one of the ways they do that is using silly little things like 411 directory. So you want to make sure that your business is listed with 411 directory. Now, when you sign up with our software, we do that for you. Otherwise, you're going to pay a fee, yearly fee, I think it's around $600 to be listed with 411 directory. It's pretty hefty. But you want to make sure that your name for your business is correct everywhere it's found. Okay, your bank account, your Secretary of State, your IRS application for your EIN number, your bank account, your website, your phone listing. Everything needs to be the same. Let me give you an example, okay? Of course, obviously misspellings. One of my corporations is 3-in-1 Distributing. It's a CBD distributor for pets. Now, 3-in-1 Distributing, when I first applied for my EIN number, got it registered with the Secretary of State, I listed it as 3-in-1 Distributing, Inc., INC. Well, that later came back to haunt me when I applied for American Express or Chase Inc. card with 3-in-1 Distributing, because on the application I put 3-in-1 Distributing, no Inc. It sounds pretty silly, doesn't it? But I got denied. And the reason is because the computer picks up the algorithm and it looks and it says, okay, Secretary of State says 3-in-1 Distributing, Inc., but your application says 3-in-1 Distributing. Red flags, could be a fraud account. Then it goes into where an individual can look at this account, kicks it back to them. The software does that. But this individual is tasked with a pretty hefty task. The computer says it could be fraud. How often is he going to look it up and say, oh, you know what, the computer was wrong, it's not fraud? No. So if you have, so if you have 3-in-1 Distributing, then it needs to be 3-in-1 Distributing everywhere. If it's 3-in-1 Distributing, Inc., that's what it needs to be everywhere. Your website, how your phone's listed, your credit card accounts everywhere, okay? The other thing is your address, okay? It's important that your address be a business address. If you've got a home address, not gonna work. You got a P.O. box or a UPS type box? Nope. Not everybody, but most vendors, most business accounts will decline you because of your home address. Now there's exceptions to the rules. When you get to tier 2 or tier 3 and we can offer you, say, Amazon credit, $10,000 Amazon account, they don't care if you've got a home address. But you've got to know. Now, that's one of the benefits to our software. Before you apply for a Chase Inc. card, you're going to see all of the requirements to be approved. If they require you to be in business for 2 years, you need to be in business for 2 years or don't apply. You don't get that information anywhere else. And our advisor team updates this daily, okay, in our software. So it's important to know what they're looking at. These accounts that I'm giving you in this blog, the Granger, the Uline Quail, and the CEO Creative, these guys are starter accounts and you can get by with a home address if you need to. But you still need to work on these fundabilities, okay? You need a virtual address. You'll see below here, we have some different options for you for virtual addresses where they pull it up, your creditor, your business creditor, and they see that you have a legitimate business address, okay? A lot of people are doing business from home these days. I've got an office at home. I do a lot of work at home, but I also have a virtual type office and a actual type office as well, just because I run more than one business, okay? So fundability, your name, your address. Now your phone is the same thing. These creditors, not all of them, but most of them do not like you using a cell phone unless you've got a business line with your cell phone provider, okay? Now there's also ways to where you can use things like Ring Central, some of those kind of ways, but you want your phone to come up as your company name when you call people and people call you, okay? So phone is important. Now, some of the other fundability things that are important to your business we'll cover in another training video, but we want to get you the basics. Get your name, get your address, get your cell phone number, all in a correct listing with your business so that starts building your fundability. Some other things you can do is directories. If you're internet savvy, you know how to go out there and register your company name with different directories, Yelp, Google My Business, and just different local directories that will build on your name, your phone number, and the business that you're promoting, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up with that and just get you started. Please stay tuned to our other videos. We're going to be doing a series of videos on building business credit, how that affects you, what's some of the bad things, some of the good things that could happen by doing it or by not doing it. So stick with us. This is Hayes Castle with EFS Business Credit. You can check us out right down here at our website, call our toll-free number, either one. We'll answer your simple questions and help you along the way, whether you're a customer of ours or a potential customer down the line. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like it if you got value from it, and to leave us a comment. Thank you very much.